All right, back at it. Day 2 of trading. Today I took a trade. I just took this right now, actually. Took this long, went break even, walked away. I won't even lie. I didn't even risk anything. I've only risked like around 3 micros, which is like $50. Reason, I don't even know why I took this trade. I should have just took nothing. I should have just locked the accounts, walked away. I don't know. Something inside of me was like, all right, we don't see nothing. We're just gonna de-risk, take a baby trade, walk away after that. Just the market wasn't offering anything for me, and simply right then and there, I realized, like either I walk away like a man and take it to the chin, or I do some bullshit like this, and again, this is not following the system. This is bad habits being built right now. This is how it starts, this is how it stems. This is why I'm recording. Because again, this is how it stems, bro. Like, if you're taking trades that are just bullshit, then you're gonna have bullshit results. Like if you're taking bad trades, you're gonna have bad trades. This is not a trade that I would take any day of the week. That's why I didn't risk as much. That's why it's a lot of shit. But really, the only reason I took this trade was because of the 1 minute IFVG. We had that 15-minute fair value up left unfilled. The 5-minute, I think we had a 3-minute fair value up. Yeah, just it's grimy. This PA is grimy. I won't lie. I'll go to the higher time frame though. I was bearish today. I want to see more shorts play out since we were overextended, especially with how this is all overextended. I feel like this is all a manipulation to then push it down lower and reach for the sell side. That's why I have these sell side draws all right here, because again, I know the market wants to reach back down before eventually we expand higher, but maybe not. Maybe the market will just sweep these lows, reach that 15-minute fair value gap, and start pushing up, and that might be the continuation for the day, and we just won't reach any draws on liquidity. But on the daily time frame, again, we have that daily PD array. This is on MES too, I'll go over in the queue, but we have that daily PD array, 4 hours sell side objective, and we met the buy side relative equal highs, clear. Yesterday, again, this is where the market was reaching for. It was reaching for all this right here, and I just wasn't able to target it. But again, if you're swing trading, bro, that's like you meet that, you meet that. Again, this is on MES. We took the trade on on M&Q. We didn't really have a 4-hour confluence. We didn't have a 4-hour daily or anything that we were tapping up into, especially on the 30-minute. This is crucial because, again, following my system, my trading system, I didn't have my first checklist. Nothing's there. Second one, we kind of did, especially with the cracks and correlation. But no, we didn't actually. We didn't have anything there. And the 1 hour, confirmation / 30-minute to 15-minute, we didn't have anything. We just had an entry, and that was it. Again, this is why most traders don't succeed, is because you don't have a statistical edge, or you're not following it, and psychology is not there. Because I deal with this shit too, and I'm not perfect. But 1 hour perspective, even the 1 hour is just telling you, bro, like, we're overextended. The market doesn't want to have a continuation type day. It wants to reach back down. We have no real confluences back in this candle up. It's not sponsored by institution. That's kind of my ideal objective. Weekly time frame though, we do have this CRT right here, so this is kind of where, like, you can see the market continue pushing up higher, but you want to see these moves be sponsored by something. You don't want to see this candle just aggressively push up. I don't know if we have earnings or anything. I think we do have earnings for something, but again, usually the AM session, it just moves weird whenever we have something on a Wednesday. Wednesdays are usually like really tricky, especially if you have FOMC, or if you have FOMC meeting minutes, or if you have earnings for like a big company. It can be very tricky, especially towards like the later weeks of the month, or like the middle of the month. But yeah, now we're rejecting 15-minute time frame at a 15-minute BISI. But again, bro, this should all get disrespected. And we had a 5-minute SIBI that I was gonna look. A 5-minute BISI that I was gonna look for it to get inverse and then take the trade. Because it looks really bearish. I'm gonna lie. Let's see if it happens though. Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. I don't know. The market just, I don't want to, bullshit around and mess with the profits I made yesterday. That's another thing. I don't want to risk like actual capital on trades that are bullshit like that. I don't know, bro. Just something got a hold of me, and I just wanted to take that, even though it wasn't following the system. I just need to learn to be more disciplined, bro. Because again, I'm working on this. I'm working on that. But yeah, really, this is the calendar. Probably we might end the month. Well, we probably. I mean, there's no chance that we lose two trades that are worth like 2.8 right now. But probably gonna end the month on green, on a green streak, and not a green streak. I mean on a green month. So this is one of my goals. Actually, is I think I met one of my 3 goals. Let's look over. Let's go over this. My 3 objectives is profitable trading month. That is basically what happened. 2 books completed. I never read 2 books. I won't lie, bro. I need to start reading more. But I consume majority of my time either talking to my girlfriend or on the charts, in my journal, on the Discord, or that's it, really. I need to start reading more. Of course, meditating, journaling, visualizing, all these things, I still do, and I go to the gym also. But in terms of like reading and in terms of like sitting down and actually like opening up a book and, I just don't do it no more, bro. It's really, really time consuming, but also like it's attention driven, like how much can you focus? That's the real question. 4 weekly uploads, I think I have completed that, in terms of like the main channel, but this is pretty much really it. I did lock the other account, this one, oh, but I mean to do that. But yeah, I did lock this account here, and I'm not touching it until I get a payout, because again, the payout has not been approved, bro. This is one thing about the payout, bro. How come one account gets approved while the other one hasn't? Like, I don't get it, bro. I really don't get it. If my information is already in the system, I think they should be able to process it pretty quickly. And I don't know, Top Steps, just, I don't know, bro. What's going on with y'all over there, bro? I should get used to, like, I'm not gonna try to sound cocky or anything, but like, I know this isn't gonna be my last payout, bro. Like, there's gonna be more coming. So hopefully, like the next couple of ones, they're faster. I hate waiting for things that I know don't take this long. Like if you look at other traders and how they're getting paid out, in like 1 to 3 business days. I'm getting this is like whole 5 days already, 6 days. February 17th, bro. This is like February 17th. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 business days already, bro. Like, come on. They're dragging it, bro. And that's why I'm locking this account, because I don't know the rules. Like I don't know if I blow this account and the payout gets denied, or I keep trading, not pass it, or not pass it, but I just keep building up a buffer and the payout doesn't get approved. It doesn't matter, but I'm not risking it, bro. I'm not gonna risk it. The only reason I'm trading this one again is because the payout got approved and it's in my account. But again, the main objective for this month next month is going to be going for max allocation. So we have to wait and see if this account stays. We'll just buy another one, try to pass that in 2 days back to back, without the copy trader, and copy trading it. We'll probably risk a little bit more, like 1,500 maybe, and then like on back to back 2 days, just risking A+ setups, boom, boom, taking it, having good risk management, letting it run to 1-to-1, passing in 2 days, adding it to the express, these accounts right here, while these are just like risking 1%, and copy trading all 4, if they're all, already expresses, and going for a big balance, because again, this is crucial, bro. I don't want to have a relapse where I only get a small payout, because at 4R, if you get 4R, that's basically 4 trades. You divide that by 2, you only get 2 trades left. It's not really worth it in my honest opinion. Suppose we go for like 3,000 though, and we risk 500. That's 6 1-hour trades. Divide that by 2, we have 3 trades left. That doesn't sound bad. I won't lie. 1,500 times like 4, because we only have 4 accounts, is $6,000. That is not bad. But if I want to get to that 10K goal, which is like the 5-figure mark, with 4 accounts, if we go 10K divided by 4, that's around 2,500, and 2,500 times 2 equals, oh my goodness, 2,500 times 2 equals 5,000. So we have to have a 5,000 balance on multiple accounts. We have to do this times 4, and then you divide that by 2, that's 10K. And a 5,000 balance, risking 500 equals 10 trades. So that's 10 1-hour trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that even gives us a bigger buffer too. Think about it. If we go for like a 5K balance, that gives us so much of a buffer in terms of like trades. That gives us more than like the maximum loss limit that we originally get. That doesn't sound bad at all, I won't lie. But to get to that point is going to take us forever. It's going to take us 10 1-hour trades, 5 1 to 2 hour trades. That doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound bad. We got 1, 2 here, 1 arm, could have been 1 arm, just either One, we risk more after we get like a certain amount. But it's only gonna be eligible on these accounts, because the other ones don't have a maximum loss limit already. Once they're like fresh express, they're gonna have maximum loss limits of like 2K. I can't lose more than that. So probably after we build a buffer on those two, of like 2K or more, then it stops trailing. We can probably go for like a 5K balance, risking a lot more. But I don't want to rush it. I'd rather have more accounts. And if you go for like 20K, divide that by 5, that's around 4,000. That sounds way better in my opinion. It sounds more objective too. Like if you have like 4,000, it's just, that's not bad. That is not bad. So yeah, if you have 5 accounts, you times 2K on each one, that's 10K. Instead of having that like 5K balance where you have to have like 2,500, you just go for 4K balance. 4K balance is very, very, very doable. Look at this account. I'm almost close to it. If I just never got the payout and I just kept trading it, would be like one trade away, 1 hour. That's it. Literally 1 hour. And we would be able to get like a 10K payout if we had 5 accounts at 4K balance. So that's one thing. And another thing is too, like, majority of these accounts are going to have like different balances. So it's going to be a little bit more different. Because I don't plan on requesting a payout for this one anytime soon. Even though it's at like 1,800, I still want to keep it going. I still want to keep it pushing. Again, reach that 4K balance. Maybe this one might even reach like 5 to 6K balance, and then I'll request something. And then the other ones could be like at a lower balance, and who cares? Because the objective is to get 3K profit, and that's kind of what we're aiming for. We still need 2 more K, so we're gonna be at like at 3.8 on this account already, while the other ones are gonna be like fresh. And so yeah, that's pretty much really the trade, pretty much the day. Today wasn't really the best. If I'm being truly honest, the market is waiting for something. It just moved up higher. Usually that's not sponsored by anything. 9:30 usually it went up higher. It's not sponsored by anything. There's no reason for it to move up like that much without having any sort of sponsorship, So that's what I realized, especially with that 10 a.m. candle. Look at the 10 a.m. candle, bro. Look where it's at. It's in between this right here. It's in between this 6 a.m. candle. That is not sponsored by anything, bro. Usually we're supposed to be at the lows. This is like either is breaking out, that's clear. We don't want to see the market rebalance here anymore. You want to see it continue to the push price higher if we are bullish, but it just doesn't seem objective. If I'm being truly honest, I don't think it's sponsored by anything. The market is just market maker buy model, sell model now. We want to reach for these lows, then eventually start chopping inside of a range. There's no clear institutional sponsorship here at all. That's why the higher time frame and these higher time frame arrays are so important. And understanding how the market works, especially from a higher time frame basis, you can see this is not like a good move. So that's pretty much really it. Peace.